Thank you.
Thank you very much. Good luck. So, Jamestown, New York. This is your first visits here?
No, I went to Orchard Park High School,
Oh, that.
so I'm familiar with Jamestown.
You're normal. You probably played football against us.
Uh-huh.
Way back when, huh?
Yeah,
What year did you graduate?
16. So we won in 16, but we lost. My sophomore year, we lost by 1 at home.
Yeah.
That was incredible. And then my junior year, we lost by like 2 touchdowns here. They were really good that year.
Yeah.
And then my senior year, we won. I was injured for that game, though. I had an AC joint, but yeah, Jamestown was always good. That was always the biggest game.
That was always, yeah.
For regular season, at least, yeah.
So, here you are this summer, Tarp Skunks, Jordan Brazil. How do you con you into doing this?
I actually called him. I was at St. Bonaventure, and I was looking for places to play. And I was like, well, I don't want to go halfway across the country to go play summer ball. So I was like, let me call Jamestown. I knew they had a good program here, and I was like, I called Bays up, and he said, yeah, he'd like to get some local guys in, and that's how that happened. And then, obviously, the COVID year, so nobody played, and then he honored that contract from the year before, so that's how I got down here.
Did he give you kind of a thought as to what your role would be here?
He just said that, I'm a catcher. He said we had 2 other catchers. He goes, just get down here and, grind with the boys and have a good time. And, that's kind of what I've been doing. And, I didn't really get to play too much in the spring. I was injured a little bit, and just getting down here to get some reps in, it's been a blast.
Yeah. You're working with Jordan, and you're also working with Barry Powell, because he's the pitching coach. But has he been able to help you as far as just working with the pitchers and calling, making that various calls?
Yeah, Coach Paul's the man.
Yeah.
I've been to a lot of schools. I've had a lot of different coaches. Barry's probably one of my favorites. Just laid back, not in your face. Him and Bays, they just kind of let you be yourself. They don't. A lot of college coaches try to micromanage, and they don't do that at all. They just, they say do what you need to do to get ready, and enjoy it. And that's kind of what this team's been doing, and I think that's why we've been so successful.
Success kind of breeds success, and I've kind of seen the collegiality among it. And Johnny Campus' names keeps coming up, and I suspect he's the one of the Energizer bunnies in this organization.
Yeah, we got a lot of characters here. Johnny especially. I think that's just for being a catcher too. He's just spark plug. But yeah, Johnny's a blast. Danny Housley doesn't talk a lot, but he's a blast. He always shows up. Bus leaves at 2:30. He shows up at about 2:29 every day. So we're always waiting for Danny. But Danny's a good time. Our whole roster's a good time. I think everybody gets along real well.
Why is that? Do you think that started early on in the road trips?
I think having guys from all over the country, you just have a different mix of people. And, us living in the dorms together, we're all, my room's here, everybody else's room's across the, we're all on the same floor, same hallways. So you're just constantly around the guys. And, a lot of them can't go home or can't leave. So, you just bond with each other.
Yeah. In the dorms, is there curfews? Is it rigid, or is it just?
Well, we get back sometimes at about 2 a.m., so no real curfew. It's all right. We're back at 2 a.m. Chill out for about an hour till 3, and go to sleep. And get up and do it all over again. But yeah, it's a good time in there. They're nice.
Are you able to adapt to this sort of the bus in, bus out, bus back? I mean, there's really almost no overnights.
Yeah, you just learn to adapt. As a college baseball player, you spend a good deal of time on buses anyway during the regular season, so you just learn to live with it, and just. We got guys sleeping on the floor sometimes in 3-hour bus rides. I love to do that, but yeah, you just adjust. You get used to it. It's just part of being a college athlete, riding buses for 3 to 6 hours all the time.
Yeah. So you were out there in that Geneva game where JB scored. You're out there warming up the pitcher who was just here a few minutes ago, expecting to come in if it was a tie game. Did you know what was going on when all the screaming and yelling was going on?
Yeah, I kind of saw what happened. I was just like, oh, are we actually about to win this game right now? And then we ended up winning it, and I was just like, wow. That's just a baseball god saying, all right, here, go take this game and win it, because Geneva doesn't want it, apparently.
Yeah, that was beyond bizarre. And so as you go back to Bonaventure, right? Going back to Bonaventure?
I'll be at Hartford in the fall. Hartford.
Okay. Is that were you at Bonaventure?
I was been to a lot of places. I was at Bonaventure for my junior and senior year. My grad year was last year. I was at Akron, and then I got a year left. So this extra year, I'll be at the University of Hartford in Connecticut.
As far as this here, is this your last year in this league?
Yes, it'll be my last year playing summer ball.
So how are you gonna, when you go back and talk to your family and friends and explain what just happened this past summer, what are you gonna tell them?
I'm just gonna say it was a blast. You know, I've played summer ball before, but this team's probably the closest that I've been on, and just probably the most successful as well. And it's just, you know, it's a good time. I think nobody's ever angry to come down here. Everybody's always in a good mood, and you know, we're winning a lot of games, and you know, we're going for that #1 seed right now. So hopefully that works out, and we get a home playoff game.
And that's the other, is Amsterdam, is that the other team that's #1?
It's in Amsterdam, yeah, it's Amsterdam.
So somebody asked you for your first autograph. What was your reaction?
I was like, oh, I just made this ball worth less money, so don't ask me. But, you know, it's funny when the little kids always ask. It's nice to be appreciated, but, yeah, I don't like to sign it because I'm like, you know, keep the ball. I don't want to make it any less valuable than it already is.
It's a thrill for them. You're kind of, you're gods to these little kids, you know.
Yeah, it's fun. It's funny to see them all. They get so excited just to watch, and they see college baseball players. So, you know, it's nice to see that.
Well, it's great that you could join us. I'm glad you came up. And is there a question you expected me to ask you that I haven't yet?
Not really. I wasn't expecting too much, but you know, it's been a nice little interview.
Yeah. Well, thank you. Appreciate it. And we saved the best to last, don't you think, Scotty? Do you got a story about Scotty though?
No, but I get a lot of stories about Scotty. But Scotty's a man. Come down here first day. I walk in. I didn't know anybody, and Scotty's immediately going to Jordan. Him, get him. Like, you know, get me situated. So that's been fun. Scotty calls me bullpen catcher. Catch a lot of bullpens, and yeah, he's probably one of my favorite people in this town. So you know, it's a good thing to have Scotty. He takes care of us, helps us out. He really cares, and we appreciate that for sure.
He's remarkable. He's remarkable. As are you. Thank you very much for coming, and good luck tonight.
Thank you.
May you be the starting and winning pitcher.
I hope so. That's the plan.
But I would take charge. I would just say, I'm the guy, because none of them have had any experience.
Yeah, I hope it's a good game.
Yeah.
All right, appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.